All right. I hear you getting a walk in. I'm at work. Some of this sunlight, vitamin D. So you know what Bitcoin had been shooting up recently and just the past several months. So here at the job, there's an employee here. He's an engineer, and in the past, him and I would have conversations about Bitcoin, but I hadn't seen him in a long time. So I was in the office the other day, and he just randomly stopped by. He didn't have to, but he saw me, and it was good just to catch up with him because last time we spoke, I think Bitcoin was probably around like $50,000. So it had been several months. And with all the action of Bitcoin, been taking off the past couple of months since the election and all that, I was like, man, I need to see this guy. Because we got a lot to talk about. So yeah, he basically was off work. He wasn't in a rush. We talked for about 20 minutes. And that was just good to see because, like I said, I work security, so I'm pretty much keep a low profile kind of thing. But I like this guy. He's a good guy. He's pretty humble. And I say he's an engineer. So for us to be able to have that conversation on that level outside of occupation, I like that. So I said, yeah, man. Back then I was like, I'm still doing what I was doing before, the $5 a day in Bitcoin and all that kind of stuff. And I told him that I just recently started doing $70 a week. So that's equivalent to like $10 a day. So he's like, okay. So, we just really, hit it off. It was, like I said, it was just good to catch up with him. He mentioned something about getting into XRP a little bit. And he got that when it was around like 60 cents. Or got in around 60-cent mark. And now it's like over $2. So, spoke on that. Also spoke on just investing in general. Not being such a heavy consumer and owning what you consume. So I said outside of work, if I were ever to, meet up with him outside of work, he'd definitely be a great guy to partner up with. Because the thing with this whole path of investing or just wealth building in general, especially if you're black, it's not really common to find people that want to speak on that, because a lot of it's just a cultural mentality, and of course a lot of it has to do with not being taught this. So the mentality has to change towards it. And like I said, for me, it's basically been self-taught this for the past 15 years, and I've just been educating myself more and more, reading books, researching. So I just build up on top of the information that I come across. So I understand it more and more. Still learning. It's always going to be other things to learn in this lane, but yeah. So we just spoke about that, and it's just really easy to talk to somebody that gets it and is actually putting in the work. Because it's easy to talk about it, that you understand it, but you got to put the action behind it. So like I said, it's easy to find people online, YouTube videos or whatever you want to watch, other people that share that same knowledge or passion, but trying to find it in day-to-day life among friends or family, that's very, very difficult and challenging. So when I find someone in person that is on the same wavelength, then I really like that, because damn, I wish I could find this all the time, but it's so rare to find that. So yeah, like I said, for me, I spread the word. It's not so much for people to do it. It's just basically to inform. Because the people that can need it or use it the most, I'm trying to get the sunlight up. The people that can use it the most are the ones that tend to not do it. Kind of like, sitting on the sidelines kind of thing. But it's like the whole horse analogy. You can bring a horse to the water, but you can't make it drink it. So, like I said, I just stay in my lane, continue to do what I've been doing. And that tends to work out pretty good. Because you can't always expect everyone to do what you're doing or follow what you're doing. And it's vice versa. Find what you're good at and stick with it. But a lot of times people, they only want to get on board once they see the fruits of what you've been doing, not realizing that you've been doing this for some years, and you just didn't get there like an overnight sensation. So it's a lot that goes into it. It takes discipline and all that kind of stuff, but it is what it is. All right.